So we see the lead police vehicle down the road. The runner cannot be too far behind. With 6.2 miles in the books for the first person to cross the finish line in 2025 at the LLB 4th of July 10K. Aaron Willingham, Portland. Aaron goes back to back, having won the race last year. How about another round of applause for Aaron Willingham, Portland, the 2025 winner, and making 2 in a row at the LLB 4th of July 10K.
Good job. Was there any problems on the course or anything? Okay. I did only hear right over by him. There you go. Yeah. Oh, really?
See, Aaron ran away from the rest of the pack as we greet our second finisher in 2025. We give it up for Sherwin Parker from Yarmouth. Along with Nick Hinkleman from Acton. So our first four have been Portland, Yarmouth, Milton, and Acton. All Mainers running at the front of the pack at the LLB 4th of July 5K with Joe Reynolds from Westbrook, Jesse Castaldo, Standish, and Henry Sacco, Long Meadow, Mass. Steve Pitch, Kennebunk. Give it up for Colby Nixon, Cumberland Center, former runner in the southern part down in the Elliott, Maine area. Chase Hollenbeck, Thompson, representing the Jericho Racing Team. Eric Sullivan, a local runner from right here in Freeport. We call it home course advantage. He runs strong in his hometown. Next up at our finishers line hit parade, Ross Kidd, Augustus, Maryland, Arbutus, Maryland. So our first runner outside of New England.
Go, Jericho!
Another Jericho running club, Jonathan finisher from Oakland, Jonathan Clement. We cheer for Troy Hendricks, Hiram. For Will Spalding, Freeport, another local runner making good on his home turf. Tanoa King from Lee, New Hampshire. Jeffrey Oliver, Scarborough. Matt Haley, Beaufort, California. And our first female finisher, Anthony Brown, Idaho. Wins into a record books at the LLB 4th of July 10K. More finishers include Almond Lee, Freeport, Matt Sawyer, Elliott. One of the top York County runners, Jay McCormick, Portland. There are finishing medals manufactured by the LLB Brunswick facility that these runners will have earned when they cross the finish line. So we're going to get some finishing medals ready to greet our next group of runners. Andrew Reitman Packet from Gray will earn a finisher's medal. Evan Brissy, Thompson, James Soldner, Portsmouth will get the finishing medals around their necks as they cross the finish line of the LLB 4th of July 10K. How about Caleb Webb, Belmont, and your second female, PB only, Brunswick is in the house. Dean Guzman, Freeport, another local runner making good on his home turf. Stepping loud and proud, Jordan Layton, Maine, Falmouth, checking in. Jason Mahar, Falmouth, another Falmouth runner. Your next female, Hannah Osi, Thompson. Into the finish goes Eliza Kirshner, Old Town, as they come from all over the Pine Tree State to run with us here in Freeport. Steve Kazan comes from South Freeport, another local runner making good on home turf. Nathan McKenzie, Odenham.
What's up?
From the sub-5 running team.
Are you
Nathan,
running?
we have Barry LeBreton,
Oh yeah,
Micah Partner, Paige Mills, and
that's
Jeff
awesome.
Casassis
When do you
from
guys
the Garrison
start?
City of Dover, New Hampshire.
Not tonight.
From the Whirlaway Racing Team, Jimmy Cochran, longtime multi-sport athlete in the state of New Hampshire.
Yeah. Wait, nice. For the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so fun.
Another member of the Irgo Running Club, Seth Crockett from Portland, will cross the finish line a few steps. Right behind him, Laurel Manville, Portland, and Kyle Miller, Lewiston represents. Jason Clark, Portland. Kat Burgo, Norway. Ben Buckworthy, Freeport, another local runner. Let's give it up for Abby Samuelson, New Gloucester, as Team Samuelson runs strong. Matt Dunlop, New Gloucester, Sandell, Ohio, South Portland, and Erica Jessamine, former New England Runner of the Year. From Old Orchard Beach, who brought pride to the state of Maine before running for the University of New Hampshire. David Willett, Gray. More finishers include Maya Boynton, Max Nugent, Chris Bell, Peyton Fry, and Nevin Duffney. We had Scarborough, Elliott Maine, Scarborough, another Scarborough runner, and another runner from the Garrison City of Dover, New Hampshire. Here's Laurel Manili, Laurel, Maryland, our second Maryland finisher. Ben Saunders, Darien, Connecticut. Josh Key, Freeport. Lucy Huggett, Durham. We give out high fives to James Morrow, Portland. To Samuel Otis, St. Paul, Minnesota is in the house. Kyle Kosick, Bowdoin, checking in. Vincent Lambert, Durham. And that is, of course, Durham, Maine, as opposed to Durham, New Hampshire. Kristen Barry, former winner of this race, will run across the finish line. Joining her is Francisco Guzman, another Freeport runner. Kristen Barry was the 2008 winner of this event. Now we greet Chris Stroud, William Enix, Wyatt Smith, and Nicholas Wilcock, each from Cape Elizabeth. Perhaps cleaning up her team. Here's Sarah Shute, Waltham, Massachusetts, a Bay State runner coming to the Pine Tree State to run. Marsala, Durham.
I don't know if it was, but he was definitely.
More runners include Eli Manning Randolph and Jeff Manser Gardner. Again, they come from all over the state of Maine to run in Freeport to celebrate the 4th of July at the LLB 4th of July 10K. Abby Mason and Abby Williams finishing up. Jack Armlin and Sophia Hall and Matt Norton and Henry Laughlin, another Freeport runner. The final step for Hugh Landry and Brady and Liam Frizzell. William Hall, Brady and Maya Claire Frizzell finish. Claire Franco, Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts will cross the finish line. Spencer Bartlett, Lafayette, Colorado will give him the Rocky Mountain High cheer. Andrew Rand, Yarmouth. Sam Dunham, Freeport. So many local runners running in their hometown this morning. Here's Jackson Garcia coming over from Poland to run 10K. And he can turn around and high-five Kyle McAllister in Yarmouth, also finishing the LLB 4th of July 10K. Parker Lodge, Peter Lodge rather, Robert Hartnett, South Freeport. Anna Villanova from Lee, New Hampshire will finish with Brianna Hagobian, Madison. Anthony Engo, Nicholas Cole, Maria Pear Whitworth, Cameron Truby, and Joe Gravars, Cumberland Center. Luigi Santilli, Oakland, Nick Siriano, Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts. We have a young runner, Jamie Woodruff from Brunswick going 10K. And the Daredevil finisher, this time it's Christian Johnson from Portland from the Pride and Joy of Libertyville, Illinois. Steve Clegg finishes the race. Richard Blanchett, Lewiston is in the house. How about Mariana Aldenut, Ripley and Owen Lee Gray. Give it up for Tom Druso and raise the roof for Philip DeRusso and Charles Dowdy and Matt Greer from Durham. Lacey Dinsmore will finish with Adam Cohen, Sean James. Adam from North Brunswick, New Jersey, a Garden State finisher with us. Paul Bigu, Portland, Dan Kelleher, Gorham. Josie Spalding, Freeport, Graham Loudon, Southern Washington, going coast to coast and adding a 10K on top. Christy Pevitz, Stephen Hicks. We get the Pride and Joy of Lakeville, Minnesota, Stephon Breppy. How about Clayton Goodwin? Clayton. Carrie McCusker, longtime triathlete, outstanding triathlete, finishes the race. Betcher and Gary Truby go side by side to the finish line. How about Evie Martin and Henry Walker, another Freeport runner. Jack Richowski, Erica Carly Harris, Brunswick. Jack Richowski, Norman, Oklahoma, will give him the Boomer Sooner chance. Colin Smith, Boston is in the house. Noah Goldberg, Courtney from Freeport. From Indianapolis, Indiana, it's a racer today. Mount Racer and James Russell. Pete Johnson and Patrick Williams are the finishers. Levi Simmons.
Nice work.
Baldwin Hoyt, Portland.
Good job,
Angie Roberts, and also from South Portland, goes to the front strong to the finish line. Max Waldron, Boulder, Colorado, another Rocky Mountain High finisher. Derek Johnson, Kennebunk, proudly wearing the LLB colors. Cooper Schneider, Freeport. John McCarthy, Midfield, Massachusetts. From Newmarket, New Hampshire, Sarah Sexton will finish with Jennifer Rosansky from Stamford, Connecticut. How about Heather Kelly, Ryan Heffernan, and Jason Kendall, a Cape Elizabeth runner. And the legendary Joan Benoit Samuelson, 1984 gold medal winner, running across the finish line as she holds on to her race record for another year. Elizabeth Broderick, Corey Gagliardi, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Peter Lowe, Brunswick. Will Mondale, Waldenboro will finish with Ernie Milner, Scarborough. And they can turn around and hand out some high fives to these finishers: Miles Donahue, Derek Thatcher, Ruby Bean, and Dietrich Gerard. We want to let parents know that right now it's just past 8:15, and that 1 mile run will begin at 9:10. You have plenty of time to enjoy the finish here when you head down the hill to the start of your 1 mile run. As Allison Soraro from Grants, Connecticut joins Robert Millman, Marietta, Georgia. How about them dogs finishing the race? Emma Schwartz, Portland, Dre Mackey, Lincolnville, and Connie Lutwich, Belgrade. Roxanne Stepnowski, Southwood Grange, Glastonbury, Connecticut. And your finishers include Katie Tracy, Harper Chalet, Alexandra Woodhouse, Ian Boyle, and Sarah Summerhill. And a host of others going 10K this morning at the LLB 4th of July 10K. Scott Hammer, Falmouth, will finish with Matt Howard, Freeport, John Malika, Nathan Webb, Annalise Feldman, Eric Lewis Shear, Chris Bornakis, Portland. Team Cats, Natalie and Lauren from Concord, New Hampshire, and Portland, Maine. Iowa City, Iowa, and Concord. Other finishes include Morgan Burnell, Dale Harrenwood, Mitchell Simpson, and Morgan Brunel, Hadley Smith, Ron Longaluco, Katie Hay, and Mary Holt Wilson, Bodenham. Abby Miller, Worcester, Massachusetts, another Bay State runner with us here in the Pine Tree State. About to cross the finish line, Julie Denny and Jacob and Sam Johnson and Nate Smith and Eric Mueller and Nicholas Mueller. Woodside, California was in the house. Checking in from Portland, John Evans, Jen Westhoff representing Ithaca, New York. David Talmadge, Falmouth. Tunde Van Voorst, Portland, from Yarmouth, Greg Field and Bob McKinnon. The iconic Arthur B. Inns at the age of 71 goes the distance. Logan Schultz, Pownell, Matty York, Freeport. Dana Foote, Cape Elizabeth with David Barneswood, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, represents. Alec Pinkham, South Portland. The challenge has been met by Ryan Quinn from Freeport. Mission accomplished. Nikki Knight and Caroline Carteret. They step loud and proud to the finish, and they include Nick Amos, Chris Salomon, and Matt McAlpin, Denver, Colorado. We also had a Port Washington, Maryland finisher. Here's Oliver Sacco, Longmeadow, Massachusetts. Jamie Berg will finish. How about London Toomey with Tom Crow, and Rob Heater and Mark Skillen from Fall River, Massachusetts. From East Longmeadow, Kevin Lennon. Hannah Manassas from Wakefield. Ian Carter, South Portland. Ian Carter. Lauren Ashwell, Portland. Christy Shake, Brunswick. From Raymond, New Hampshire, give it up for Jacob Savage and Elliot Machowski. How about a salute to Mark Hurst and Caroline Wynn and Chiara Weinstock, Portland, and Jennifer Canfield, Melissa Cooney, and Caleb Sullivan, another Freeport runner. Plainville, Maryland will finish. With Jacob Sagrins, Weston, Massachusetts. Robert Walton, Hampton, New Jersey, another Garden State finisher. Ben Barker, Brunswick. Bassam Ellen Hari. Liv from Lewiston. Lindsay First, Pownell. Peter Carrero, Woburn. This young runner is Oscar Harnett from Yarmouth. He'll finish with Parker Mason and Jonathan Joseph and Mike Donlan and Michael Dinsmore. They come from all over to run 10K this morning and going hand in hand and side by side from Freeport, Ada and Stella. With Aaron Liddy Papp, Tim from South Portland, Ron Rosansky, Stamford, Connecticut, Zoe Bard, Hallowell, Kelly Barker, Baker. From Lisbon, Max Manelkis, Freeport, another runner making good. We got Hugo Treveni from South Orange, New Jersey, my old hometown, that was naming a sandwich spot up after him at the Town Hall Delicatessen. Greg Rule, Laura Clegg, Libertyville, Illinois. Pete Gibson, Brunswick.
Good job, Laura. Great race.
Katie Palazzo, Cumberland, Maine.
He was saying 155 would be good.
Darcy Spears, Benjamin Robinson, Pownell, Justine Shabbat, Durham. With one thing in common, starting their 4th of July celebration 2025 by running 6.2 miles through the streets of Freeport.
Good, not as good as last year.
Charlotte Lambert, Audrey Brogan, Patrick Cunningham, Mike Raz, David Cannon's back, Ontario. A friend and neighbor from the north, as we like to call our friend from Canada. Ella Tracy, Carly Ordway, Rick Smith, Shauna Hathaway, Justin Latham, Alex Rose-Sliger, Andrew Burbank, Yarmouth, Mitch Walters, Boston is in the house. Let's get some finishers medals ready and put them around the necks. With young Isabella Potter and Jamison Potter, Freeport runners, and Scott Samuelson from Freeport, and Dave Barry, Brandon Florida. How about Danny Anderson from Freeport, Julian Miller, Marlboro, Massachusetts, home of the national champion Shamrocks. Sang Hal Willem and Timothy Cirillo, Eva Howson, and Meredith Miller from Pownell. It was always never a question of if, it was always a question of when they would finish, and the win is now for Mason Harris, Leland Streck, Amy Ahern, and John Yokomizo. Tim Moody, Yarmouth, with a deserved smile on her face. How about Penelope White and Paloma Rodriguez-Stone and Tom McGinnis and Aubrey Field, Adam Hayes, Jessica Cheney, Lucas McNelly, Kristen Cook Center in Yarmouth, Jim Toulouse, Kip Elizabeth, Annette Cole, Cumberland, from the Green Mountain State of Vermont and the town of Far Fairleigh, Devin Burkhart finishes. Maggie Zhang comes up from New York City to run 10K. Into the finish line steps Evan Pelkey. They're making noise for Julie Jessup and Ashley Kozlik and Christina Padillo and Abigail Armand and Ashley Savage. They continue to complete a 6.2-mile run. It's the 2025 LLB 4th of July 10K, and they are Juliana Liddy, Sarah Gwinnett Ordway, Jeremy Wright, Mark Green, Sarah Burgoyne, Freeport. Into the finish goes Becky Wilcock, Brunswick, and Ian Waldecker, South Portland. Neil Davies, Melrose, Mass. Maddie Rocio, a Rhode Island finisher with Trisha Buckingham, also from Rhode Island. Ted Name Gregory, Silver Spring, Maryland, another Maryland finisher. Georgia and Bill Kunkel from Yonkers and Burgennis. Adam Mitchell, Yarmouth. Bang Hellman, another Marietta, Georgia finisher. Nicholas C. Powell. Marco Brendan Peterson, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Liza Sturgis and Jacob Joseph, another Freeport runner. Jenna Grant, Yarmouth. Amy Grabowski, Saunderston, Rhode Island. Tristan Francis, Freeport. Colby Sturgis, Brunswick. Sue Stebbins, Freeport. Lauren Milligan, Montague, Michigan. Natasha Mitchell and Laura Qualley, Andrew Kozar from Crofton, Maryland. Jay Collinson, Arlington, Massachusetts. We got Brett, Manny, Anthony, Zach, Samaya, and finishing Megan Delaney, Washington, D.C. St. Cabanet, Michelle Netherland, Bound, Chris Steer, Norristown, Pennsylvania. Lauren Bronfield, Fort Forest Hills, New York, another Empire State runner with us here in the Pine Tree State. George Brocklesby, Kimberly Powers and Amy Jackson, Lyman Ordway, and Kelly Paris. From Newton, Massachusetts, Alicia Janiskowitz. Michelle Schaefer, Braintree, Mass. Sheila Wilbur and Sheila Devine. Emily Wilbur, rather. Dan Feldman, Yarmouth. Casey Mitchell and Erica Lamb. Let's not forget Charlene Briggs and Gus Goodwin. Earning their finishers medals, Curtis Trimble, Maureen Spau, longtime runner here in the state of Maine, and a fixture at this race. Seth Grosby and Wilton, Connecticut, Green Station, Brunswick, Patrick Shea, Lewiston, Ramon Madsen, Southampton, Massachusetts, Ella Miller, Westwood, Mass. Steve Norton, Robert Slay, Stephanie Handler, Maxwell Dawes, Paul Griffin, Portland, Danielle Cook, Booth Bay Harbor, Joe Pareco, Scarborough, Caitlin Barry, Durham, Megan Bouchard, Brunswick, Matthias Bermejo, Ryan Church, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. They'll be dancing on the Rocky Top tonight. Hannah Bacon, Steve Moriarty, Cassie Watt, and Afton Morton all finishing. The finish line reads Michael Stepnoski, South Glassboro, Connecticut. It does the same for Olivia Morris and Raj Wilbur and Molly Cleveland and Katie Egan and Pavel Wilmot. As more Freeport runners join the runner from Austin, Texas and Needham, Massachusetts. This pack of runners includes Laura Mills, Leanne Condora, and Katie Gross, and Aaron Potter, and Chris Maria from Haverhill, Massachusetts, the Merrimack Valley, Chimpton, Cheryl Blackett, South Portland, and Dale Lyons Gorham side by side at the finish. Kylie Weber and Jennifer Bonaccorsi going to the finish line. Brett Huggett and Pinch and Theodore Hartnett and Julian Perkins. And young runners Archer Casacavage from Lexington, Kentucky, Bluegrass finisher. Jess Smith and Gregory Jamrod, Longwood, Florida. Sarah Emmons, Portland from St. Louis, Missouri. Jessica Gibbons Royal Columbia, Farmington. Marco Schaefer, Freeport, take a bow. Steve Morris and Sarah Whistler and Kevin Conley and Jay Palmer and Ross Nova, another Brunswick runner finishers. Lance Roy joins Jennifer Brand and Heidi Ann Shepard and Jamie Lemire and Aiden Palmeter at the finish line. And right behind them, Dana Hearn and Adeline Weber and Brian Crosby and Sean Shepard Collins and Don Merrill. Stephon Pemkins from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. How about Sarah Christie, South Freeport? Kristen Gingrich, Westbrook, and Jordan Waterville. Faye Dodge, Freeport, Mackenzie Davis coming from Los Angeles, California to run here in Freeport, Maine on the 4th of July. Next up in our finishers line hit parade, Christy Torres, Alice Donahue, Lauren Gray, with Savannah Tracy joining them. The legendary Bob Dunphy from Portland, Kyle Porter and Andrew Davenport. Andrew Shep, Holderness, New Hampshire, another Granite State runner with us in Maine. Michael Green and Alexander Libby, Nicholas Barkman, Calvin Boynton from Bradley, Maine. Liv Bessie, Plano, Texas, Hookham Horns. Miguel Vidal, Worcester, Massachusetts, with Marcus, Mary, Cassandra, and Kayla. Freeport, Farmingdale, and Waterville are in the house. Nanisha Donahue, another Freeport runner, as many hometown heroes run in their hometown. Jennifer, Mason McKinney, and Joshua Corson from Skowhegan go side by side for the team. There's John Briggs and Peter Ekowicki, Matt Brand, Rachel Gillis, Eric Hager, and Philip Scavato. Beth Walgrave, Wolfgang, Scarborough, from Concord, North Carolina, Jamie Julie Love, Concord, North Carolina, Tar Heel Country. Red Ho, Portland, Meredith Russo, Falmouth, Emily Sear, Portland, Samantha Suter, Woolwich, and Leslie McClure, Dresden, Melissa Williams, Bowden, Jenny Russo, Freeport. Morales, Estevez, Auburn, Arlene Hansen, Downey, Travis Agaman, Portland. Give it up for Catherine Nicole, Michelle Durgan, Libby Lee, Nate Champagne. And how about young Luke Norton, a superstar in the making, at the finish line. Annabelle Slade, Rebecca Menaruno, Hillary Lynn McCabe, and Samantha McAllister, Jacob Haggerty, Joseph Jody Capel, Maureen Sokolowski, and Ron Pelton, Ashley Pringle, Sarah Dice, John Gittes, David Polarica, Heather Whiting. The towns that were represented by all those finishers included Freeport, Durham, South Freeport, Summit, New Jersey, and now Fayette with Daniel Middleton about to cross the finish line. Catherine Leggett and Daniel Bradley will earn their finishing medals in just a minute. So Obama Nicole, Portland, Sherry Missing, Yarman, and Eric Lucen, South Portland. John Porch, Watertown, Mass, take a bow. Pachita Book, Georgetown, Texas. Another hook and horn finisher. Ella Baker, Mark Poppins, Lane Beatty, Lisa Wong, Cynthia DeSantis, Lindsay Hilton, and Julie Olchowski all finishing. Team Brown, Whitney, and Michael from Portland go side by side for the finish, and they can high five Luna Gomez from Brighton, Massachusetts. It's now 8:35, and again we tell parents 9:10 is the start for the 1 miler. 9:10 in about 35 minutes is the start of the 1 mile race down at the bottom of the hill at the corner of Bow and South Street. And meanwhile, past 105 on the clock. of the LLB 4th of July 10K. We continue with great finishers, including Meredith Curtis and Regan Sullivan. It's the final step from Elizabeth Nukes and Lisa French. Everybody wins their own race. There are more winners, including Kate Bacon, Freeport, and Janet Johns, Springfield, Massachusetts.
There's Simon! Go, Simon!
Michael Artero and Simon Hoops and Scott Lecker, Chris Milliker. From Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, Tim Montgomery, Amy and Chris. From Alexandria, Virginia, Kelly Kineen and Mark Fletcher. Terry Salvo, Carl Pascal, also finished. Sophie Para, Brunswick, Rebecca Redmond, Gardner. Elizabeth Orla, New Canaan, Connecticut. Team Davis, Monty and Jeanette from New Gloucester, side by side to the finish line. Even O'Neill and Ann O'Neill, and Stacia Bunkley, and Madison Hines, another Virginia finisher at this time from the town of Arlington. Sam Morris, Boulder, Colorado, another Rocky Mountain High finisher. Vincent Skinner, Bodenham. Taylor Coyce, Auburn. John Wolfram, Scarborough. Lisa Kingsman, Worcester. Arranged with me, Brooklyn Otero, Worcester, Massachusetts. Ryan Woodward, Amanda Panaccio. Joan Keane, Tobias Gross and Isabel Haller, more Freeport runners. Rob Ashton and Kristen Swiss, listed from the town of Marlborough, Mass, winning the national champion Shamrocks. Peter Hall, Falmouth, Matt Gorman and Saco. It's a congratulations and a muzzle top for the pride and joy of Concord, New Hampshire, Deb Rosenthal.
Woo! Good job, Kirsty! Good job,
And a Hulking Horse as well. We got Maria Williams, Abby Serter, Luke Williams, Alexis Boland, Sammy Carey Williams, and Nancy Shea all finishing. We had Jacksonville, Orlando, and Jacksonville, Florida, with Lexington, Kentucky, and Blacksburg, Virginia thrown in at that finish line. Dakota Johnson, West Paris, with Jason Chambers, Normal, Illinois. They come from all over to run the LLB 4th of July 10K. On Independence Day 2025, and they include Dustin Tisdale from Texas Hook'em Horns. Jim Estes, Bath, Sam Gill, Bailey Island, Maine, and Matt Sturgis, Gray, Maine. Juliet Clark, West Hartford, Connecticut. Eric Dingle, Rockdale, Mass. Parker Shepp, Oakland, New Hampshire. Lindsay Peter, Rossendale, Massachusetts. David Irvin, New York City, also in that mix. Jake Klein, Brunswick. How about Emily Judkins, Lancaster, Pennsylvania? We make noise for Pete Garcia and James Wade, up in Matthew Colden, Maine, are in the house. And picture here from Portland, Lauren Yoshizawa, Winslow, Maine, Vicki Dean, Elizabeth Wilson, Caitlin Danko, Andrew Gagnon, Kurt Lucier, Elizabeth from the New England 65 Plus Club, 81-year-old Steve Sucker, Brunswick finishes. Jim Ryan, Silver Spring, Maryland. Nicole Nabulis, Cumberland Center. How about Daniel Howard, Newton, New Hampshire, another Granite State finisher. Massachusetts, another Bay State finisher. We got John Kylie Pivoto, Matt Walsh, William Driscoll, Madeline Walk, Mary Lamb, Heather Season Warren, Sarah Tracy, and Amanda Church. She's from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Sherry Morano and Katie Denslow. Sherry from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, another Tar Heel in the house. Ella Porch, Arlington, Massachusetts. Dale Colbert from Woburn, Mass. More Bay State finishers. With River Benton and Peter McCormick. And Sue Clewins and Kristen Holland. John Pelpino and Emma Denbo. Mackenzie McGuire, Brandon Higgins, and Jessica Bennett all finish. And right behind them, Olivia Pearl, Nicole Dobson, and Emily Miles. Emily from Mentor, Ohio, OHIO. Katrina Abel and Clipper Rosen. How about Sienna Zorella Gorham? Kate Reeves, Kate Elizabeth, and she's turning out for Beach City. Megan Brain and Ryan Bradford, the Scarborough runners, going side by side at the finish line. Ryan Bradford, Peter Jones, Portrait, New Hampshire. They turn around and high-five Corinne Cox, Kristen Kitzler, and Ralph Carmona as they finish the LLP 4th of July 10K. Patty Williams, Saco, Natalie Jefford, Southampton, Mass. Take a bed bow as you finish the race. And we'll invite Vanessa Dunn and Ross Maiden from Old Orchard Beach to do the same. The volunteers are getting ready to hand out some finisher's medal to Ross Maiden and Kevin Belvin and Sarah Lawrence and Ian Burke and Peter Cooper, Adriana Cara Barrios, Richard Geyer, Lewiston, Stuart Nicholson, Melrose, Mass. Branch, Similar, Bowden, Laura Elwood, Bedford, New York. Team Winkler, Kelsey and Timothy from Fallon will finish.
Never get out of the pack.
Paula Danusewicz, Timothy, Madeline Wolfram, Owen Duck, and Ashley Smith, Charlie Gray, David Lloyd, and Jerry Mitchell will all appear to finish these results. Finish line results in a moment. So Danica Marie Chua and Kelly Mahar, and Katie Redmond and Hannah Record, and Rebecca Lear Pendleton Auburn.
I can tell the difference. You get paying attention
Capturing it all on film is the finish for Mira Broussard, Brunswick, and Kylie Caputi, home. Donald Seidman, Emily Seidman, Scarborough, Heather Dawn, Freeport. Leah Dearborn, Haverhill, Mass. is about to earn her finisher's medal for going the distance. Winning their own race, Jennifer Edmiston, Jinta and John from North Providence, Rhode Island, and Marshall, Virginia. Valerie Noel, Bath, Libby Diepler, Henrietta, New York, another Empire State finisher here in the state of Maine. Winnie Riley, another Tar Heel from Raleigh. So that is more Wolfpack country. Martin Rittenberry, Woolwich, Bill Morano, Chapel Hill, that is a Tar Heel. Daniel Spratt, Cape Elizabeth, another runner who may be tuning up from TD Beach to Beacon in his hometown. Lorraine Hittner, Ellsworth and Allison Miller, Brunswick. And that's the blue in Portland. Elizabeth Walker, Scarborough. They go hand in hand and side by side. Melissa Mills and Olivia Torek with AJ LeMarrier and Jonathan Bernstein and Ann DeSantis all finishing. Katie Dixon will join Jacqueline Joseph at the finish line. Katie from Pembroke, New Hampshire, and Jacqueline from right here in Freeport. They are starting to make some noise for more finishes, including Gianna Farini, Southeastern Massachusetts. And Joe Vance, Pinson, Alabama. It's either Roll Tide or War Eagle. Aurora George and Julie Gray running strong to the finish. Bringing the heat for 6.2 miles, Jonathan Hallenbeck, Waterville, and Erica Jones, Newcastle. Allison Nickerson, Melrose, Mass. joins Jennifer Labonte Auburn at the finish line. As we also greet Team Brown from the Colony, Texas, Kevin Donald, hook 'em horns, or how about them Cowboys? Min and Brindell, Freeport, TM Yarmouth, Chris Gilroy Sacco is in the house. Maddie Stevens and Maya Martell, Eleanor Burke, Somerville, Mass. and Running Ridge Community. We're coming up on 8:50, so that means we're now about a little over 20 minutes away from the 1 mile run. So any parents and children who are up here at the finish line, you're now 20 minutes away from the start of your 1 mile run, which is down at the bottom of the hill. Meanwhile, Carrie Campbell and Michael Portier are finishing the race.
I'm probably near my end.
So there was a white earbud found on the course. If you lost an earbud while running our 10K this morning, come to the announcer's table about 20 yards in front of the finish line. Then a white earbud was found on the course. Meanwhile, Michael Middleton, Southborough, Mass. just ran across the finish line. Next up at our finish line hit parade, how about Phoebe Saunders, Darien, Connecticut, and keep the cheering going for Karen Gross, Augusta, the capital in the house.
No, I know, yeah,
Stephanie Burgoyne, New Gloucester, takes the final steps. Want to remind runners there are QR codes posted here at the finish line down towards the start area in the park. Scan those with your phone. You'll go to instant results. There's Amanda Zala from Freeport now appears in the results, and Camden Howell, Brunswick about to do the same.
Come on, Camden, finish strong, buddy.
Ben Peary, South Portland.
Way to go.
Ryan Winchell shifts into 5th gear. With now Neil Schmidt Howell Brunswick finishing.
I missed him.
Nice job, Emily.
Yeah.
Natalia Jamrod, Longwood, Florida finishes.
I feel bad I missed him. City. You'll get the race photo.
Cindy Perkins from Freeport and Ashley Engstrom, Denver, Colorado, Rocky Mountain High. Haley Rolfe, Springdale. Stephanie Spiller, Scarborough.
Hey, woo!
Hey, congrats!
She's never signed me up for anything ever again.
I'm sorry I missed your picture. They'll have one for you.
Team The End, wrapping it all up as Carol
Second, of course.
from North Sandwich finishes the
I only
race.
look good in the beginning. I'm so wet and sweaty right now. I don't want a picture.
I heard your name and then I was like, popped up and then you already done it.
The South Portland runners, Morgan Sear and Madeline Jameson, go side by side to the finish.
I have a location on.
I'm nearly 2 miles. So she thinks she's about to go. So she actually wasn't. Well, she was. I said, I think it doesn't matter. Just run at your own pace.
Yep.
I got her medal she wanted, so she can't be mad.
How about Tessa Robinson, Brunswick?
I think so. I think it was different colors. I think it was what she won the brown one. So that looks pretty brown to me.
From South Portland, Lila Pickett and Grace Thayer.
Well, she thought I was going to finish this within the hour, and it's not happening. So in the beginning, it was pretty good. It was pretty smooth out.
Brian O'Keefe, Billerica, Massachusetts, a fixture at New England Road Races. Philip Pierce, 83 years old, from Falmouth, goes to the finish line. Jennifer Hamlin in Herndon, Virginia, take a bow.
Good job.
The final step for Bobby Andrews, Houston, Texas. And again, we say hook 'em horns if she's a Longhorn fan. Alexandria Smith, North Yarmouth is in the house.
Half a mile.
countdown to that 1 mile race. It's 8:55, and the 1 mile race will begin at 9:10. Meanwhile, Kathleen Mitchell, Cumberland Courtside, is about to cross our 10K finish line. And we can say the same for Brietta Higgins, Brookline, Massachusetts. Going the distance, Renee Peterson, Orlando, Florida, and Lauren Giannino, Neptune Beach, Florida. Danira Mays, Freeport, another local runner making good on home turf. Lynn Skillen, Fall River, Massachusetts. Heather Higby and Jan Makros, Brunswick, checking in. Wheeler, Fayette, just finishes. How about Jacqueline Eames, North Yarmouth? So we'll also remind people that right now it's 9 o'clock and the parade is scheduled around 10 o'clock this morning right here on Main Street as we see some of you setting up for it. The great 4th of July parade here in Freeport as Julie Higgins from Brookline, Mass finishes. And we're now 10 minutes away from the 1 mile run. Sherry Leonard, South Hamilton, Mass, and from Covington, Louisiana, Leslie Thompson, with Sherilyn Brubaker and Sydney Steele finishing. He ran a 5K in Wells, Maine yesterday. He comes back to run a 10K yesterday, which would be a feat for anybody. But he is 88-year-old Robert Randall, Sanford, Maine. Robert Gumpin, Freeport will finish.
So, I have a garment which maps out the line. I went back and I looked at Wells last year. Wells, we went this way, then this way. This year we went this way, this way, this way, this way. So there was a difference.
Yeah.
That accounted for the 5K.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, that's it. Because when I synced it, and it showed me the map, I said, wait, I can compare it to last year. And sure enough, it did go different.
All right. Like a 15-minute mile.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, stay right on that pace, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Good job.
Good, all right. Where's the award stuff? Down where we both registered?
Yeah. It's at 9:30. Or Bob, if you win an award, you don't have to stay. If you've won an award,
Okay, thanks.
Nice job.
Good luck.
Yeah, I thought I was doing something wrong with that. What did I do? It's heading the wrong course. It's heading the wrong way.
What happened? You'll have to be
still water's coming in. We just disconnected the box.
Oh, what is it? I'm sorry. But you don't need it. Like the requirement is not to stick around for another hour to load the water.
To what we had for starters and finishers, there could be as many as 9 still out there.
Bye.
Nine's still out there? Yeah.
That feels like air, like enough of that. Feels like enough.
You don't want to go down to the sunrise?
Any volunteers here are going down to the
We can, yes.
Yeah, can you have last page results to go to the award summary, the 1 5 person, there's an award that came in,
Okay.
and then the last 2 pages.
I seem to remember it being before the parade.
22 probably already
I
there.
think it's before the parade.
Staple gun down. That's for the award ceremony.
Okay.
And that's the proposal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
Is the
Yeah, I
fun
think
room down by the
if
park?
the EMS are good, then we can break down the stairs.
I don't think it's
People down there would know.
Yeah, if you head down this hill to the park.
And then we'll just do those labs.
When is it supposed to start?
It's supposed to start any minute. If it has started.
Probably all
The
over.
fun run started at 9. Can we take this down? Yeah, the parade starts at 29.
Yeah.
Good. 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 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. You guys need buses, okay?
How about power? Yeah, I won't just want to wait till he's done. You done with that USB?
Welcome to the Freeport 4th of July. Good morning. This is Good morning. Good morning. Testing. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thumbs up. Thank you.
John is the big stuff, right? Lei tá um pouco tirada para trás.
Seven spots open on the spot.
So we took orders back, but I left the cones around your face of your timer just while you guys are breaking down.
I mean, the orange ones are ours.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Anything we can help you with? Or are you
I
good?
know. I mean,
Okay.
I